Yeah. So, KB, what were you saying?
About what?
Yeah. What were you saying?
Dozo, what were you saying?
So we
Yeah, I think that's a nice spot to pick.
Hey, what is
Okay,
that?
hello guys. Our week was fine.
What is
Yeah.
that?
All right, cool. So here's the thing, right? We were on the topic of
Groveling. Oh, and Musa's here today.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
You guys are never ready for this. Anyway, so I know a person who groveled at such high stakes that when a significant other had proposed a division in the
Be straight up.
Speak English, man.
when this girl was acting crazy, she was like, "Hey, it's done. Bye bye." I know a person who was like, "Hey, it's not finished. It's not." And so
she
what did you do?
Whoa, she broke up with him. She was like, "It's done."
Yeah.
Okay.
And he proceeded to mount himself over a particular obstacle.
Speak English.
He climbed over the fence
Wait,
To do what?
to say it's not done. Because like I feel like people, like dudes out there, aren't aware of the fact that like there's a switch in a girl's brain, right? That was a switch coming on. That at some stage, like whether you've done something wrong or not, or the smallest possible thing you've done, right? Girls want you to grovel to some level, right? But there's a situation where we're faced.
Why, Pablo?
We're in a what's that, Clive? What's life? What's life? What's laughable?
Look at Ronaldo. Look at Wenger.
Stop laughing at my coach. So we're in a
Okay, so you're saying girls want guys to grovel.
to some level, yes. they
Okay,
do.
can I ask why they want that?
I don't know. I wish
Okay,
I knew.
I think it's a
It's-
benefit. That's why they're in the relationship. Part of the thing they
Are you
gain
saying- you
is
saying-
that they get to have you say, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry."
Are you saying
They
it comes as
find-
part of the
yeah,
package?
Yeah, they find joy.
So it's
in
like,
that.
oh, buy a boyfriend, get groveling for free.
When last did I
Yes.
grovel?
Groveling sold separately.
Exactly.
Is that what
not
happens?
included
No,
in
but
the
okay,
package.
but I'm saying, what's the mentality behind it?
Here's the mentality: is that she wants to know that you are emotionally invested, and it comes from you having to say you're sorry even when you're not. I know that you're not supposed to say you're sorry. You are not wrong, but just say you're wrong.
The words I love.
Just say you're wrong, so I
not
know.
say emotionally invested.
Yeah.
Not enough. She wants the whole package, the whole deal, the whole spectrum of your emotional investment.
And how does me essentially lying to myself? Because when I do go and grovel, I don't mean it. I'm just groveling because I know that she wants me to
You have
grovel.
to mean it. You have to.
I
mean
can't
it.
mean it if I've got nothing to grovel about.
You need
Do
to mean
understand
the fact that
problem?
you've got nothing to grovel about, but you need to mean it.
But do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I hear you.
What I'm trying to say is like if she wants me to grovel, but I've got nothing to grovel about or for. Like for instance, if you break up with me just so that you can see whether I still want to be with you, we're gonna break up, eh?
It's gonna be rough.
Like I'm not about to jump over gates and fight off dogs, bruh.
Guys, my question is very simple.
yeah.
Okay? My question is very simple. Two adults who communicate. Can we not reach a consensus
You're
about
trying
it
to
now?
reason, but you can't.
Because
You
I'm just like-
can't.
What are you trying to say? That girls, you
Because-
can't reason with
Yes,
someone else?
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yes.
Can I say something?
Reese
The views expressed by Ndozo are not...
Can I say
Reese is
something?
raising his head.
He really wants to make him a
Man. My sister once said to me, nah, and like this blew my mind, cause like for me, I was the one, like my sister's one girl, bruh, that I trust when it comes to having some sort of tact.
Okay.
I was like, Mbinji, why are you mad, bruh?
Sure.
She's like, I don't know. So stop being mad. She's like, I don't want to.
Case closed. I think we just ended the minute.
Exactly.
No, but like again, bruh, I keep
Just
on
because
saying this, bruh. Just because you say you were born a messy person doesn't mean you can't fix it.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
But then
because
there's an
previously-
entire
No,
culture of women
no,
that say
no.
it's fine
Slippery
for
slope.
women to be
Previously-
emotional beings. There's a whole thinking out there saying that
Yes,
women are emotional
women
beings.
are emotional
Yes, but
beings,
they're
but it
people
doesn't
are
mean
So when
messy
you're
people
coming
when
and
they
you're
are
saying
bored.
two adults are coming together to meet, your proportions are off, my friend.
No, okay.
It's not.
So then one is not an adult being the female.
One is
that what
another
you're saying?
You know
species
what you're saying?
altogether from another planet.
The fact that women are emotional beings,
Yeah.
this we know, okay? And that is not what we're complaining about.
Sure.
Okay? What we're saying, or by your two, okay, now Luke's and Musa, okay? You guys are obviously playing devil's advocate right now, okay?
No.
We're for real.
That's their views. That's their
Hey,
views.
I come from a house with 5 sisters.
Okay, cool.
Right?
Good shot. Okay. They're emotional
for
beings.
real.
So what you're saying is just by the fact that they're emotional, that they're unreasonable.
Yes,
Exactly.
definitely.
Nah, B.
You're
Women
saying-
can't just be unreasonable.
But then, doesn't your experience,
Guys,
doesn't your experience validate
like
the
this?
very point?
Like
we're
I'm
making?
baffled as guys. You're
It's
not
like you
the
guys have
exception.
never met women.
You're not the only ones to feel like this. Many a men have felt like this.
Hey, I'm just telling you.
I'm asking you, why is it okay?
Because
Listen,
they're
bruh,
the, I
listen,
don't know,
bruh.
I've heard it
You-
said, I'm
you've
not
got-
meant to be sexist,
You've got
but weaker
like
being,
you guys have the
right?
privilege that not many like little like dudes have. Go ask your dads. Go ask your dads. Go ask your dads about your moms.
But my
And
dad
how-
also is like,
and
"Benji,
how
I never
unreasonable
asked."
and find out like from your dads how unreasonable your moms were when they were younger. Ask your dads. They will tell you, hey, that woman, hey.
But I'll guarantee you this though. My dad did not climb over a gate because
I'm sure
here's
he
the
did
thing.
some gay
You're
crime
right.
and
You're
stuff.
right. You're probably
No, no,
right. But there's
if they're
other
still
things that you
together
can
But
today,
guys,
I'm
what
sure
I'm
there was
saying,
some
what
gay
I'm saying
crime
is
and
what I'm saying is, just because something happens doesn't mean it's acceptable.
Doesn't mean
That's
it's
my problem.
acceptable
Guys,
or
we-
okay.
That's my problem.
I agree with you, but it's been happening for long.
Like for
So then we should be able to change it.
Slavery happened for long.
well,
Exactly, slavery happened for long.
Slavery happened for
Apartheid
long.
happened
Musa
for long.
Masango.
I guess what you're saying is you don't need women because that's the deal.
Nah,
You
no.
want a woman,
Are you trying to say? Are you, whoa.
As
Are you-
one who has lived the longest in this podcast,
Are you
let
trying to say
me
that
tell
for-
you?
Are you trying to say that for us to coexist with women, we have
We
to
have to
accept
take their
their
nonsense.
unreasonable
Listen to what
nature?
Ndogozo said. Ndogozo
Come
said,
on,
ask
guys.
dad. You know what I'm scared of? Is that I'm going to become like my dad. You know what my dad says? Nothing. He says nothing. Nothing. And it's like, wah, 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 wah. And he's like, yeah. And he looks at her. But it's like, yeah. And I don't want to be that guy. No. And that's us. That's what's going to happen.
What's
Because
gonna
that's the
happen?
only way to deal with it is not to fuel the fire. By saying, no, this is
So
what
what?
is
You,
wrong,
okay,
what you're saying.
Musa.
You're supposed to be
Musa.
reasonable.
Let me paint you a
Good
picture.
luck with that.
You guys just came from Civil War. It was dope. You got some popcorn, whatever. She goes home, right? She hears her sister say, "Oh snap! You didn't see my nigga come through and jump over the fence. He
She
loves
wants that
me."
now.
Then the next day, you get a message, a WhatsApp. Bada bing.
It's over.
It's over.
She wants
Didn't
to
I
see
just take you to the
something.
movies and stuff? What do? Are you gonna be like, babe? No, no, because here's the problem. One, girls want us to be men. I get it. They want us to be men, which means they want us to not want them. And at the same time, they want us to want them.
Yes.
Do you understand? So this is what happens. If you are the groveling nigga, she says to
You
you,
weak. You're
you
punk.
weak. Exactly.
You're
You're a
punk.
punk. You're weak. If you're not the groveling guy,
You're a douche.
you're
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
a douche.
yeah.
What do they want? What do women want?
Okay.
None.
All right, let's bring it back. What do we want? Why are we messing our
You see-
time
you
with
see-
these
you see- you
people?
see the question? That question.
Why
that
are we
is
not
a-
just single?
That is an age.
There's enough video games. Why?
Okay,
Why?
enough books, enough movies have been written about what women want. Okay,
Yeah.
we will never be able to encapsulate that.
Okay.
Mina, I'm just asking the simple question: why? Why can there not be a reason behind your anger?
Yeah. There has to be.
You see, look, hear me out. If I come back late, you know, if I was talking to somebody that you don't like, if I was, you know, I get it. There's a reason why. But you just being upset for the sake of being upset, I can't tolerate that.
She's
in my
upset
life.
because you have not created reasons for her to be reasonably upset. Why have
Let
you
me
not
tell
been
you
talking
this.
to some
Okay, guys,
girls
guys,
so I can be
guys,
pissed, mad at
guys,
you?
okay,
And I mean this. You think I'm saying this to be funny for the
And-
No, but
podcast?
you're right. You're right.
You're right,
And I
you're
don't
right,
get
you're
it.
right, you're right.
It's like, why are you not doing something for me to be mad at you for? Now I gotta invent something for me to be mad at you.
So what we're trying to say is that, like, Is that a thing? Actually,
is
I would
a
like
thing.
to ask girls that. Is that a thing?
It is, bruh.
Fighting with me for not fighting with you.
Now I've taken the
But I don't
survey,
think they
bruh.
see it. They don't see it like that. I don't think girls see it as. They see it as you're not fighting. But I think girls are going, by fighting with me, you're fighting for me, which makes no sense.
You in it. You invested in it by having this
fighting
emotion.
by fighting with me, you're fighting for me.
Right.
It shows me that you're always gonna be passionate. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll leave, bro.
But can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
So quickly?
Can I ask a question? Have we not created the situation?
No.
I'll tell you what. Let me tell you. I've dated a woman who was amazing. If you know what I'm saying, like she was cool. She didn't start no drama.
Sure.
But I was bored as flea. Then, right? It's like I was into that other girl who's like, all drama. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Are we not saying to women, look, if you're not dramatic, I'm gonna be bored. I'm gonna leave. This is devil's advocate right now.
I'm not.
Are we?
I'm not.
Have we
saying
not
that
said?
at
Have we?
all.
Because I can picture a particular girl. I can picture a particular girl. I've got a girl in mind. I've got a girl in mind for each. Here's the thing. I got a girl in mind for each of y'all who was cool for you, who was gorgeous, was beautiful, but you're not with her because he was like, eh. But what I heard from you was like, look, she's too boring. She doesn't make the conversation.
Nah. You see,
know what I'm
when
saying?
I think in the past where I've referred to
Okay, whisper
boredom-
that person in my ear.
Yeah.
Whisper my person in my ear.
Wait. Listen.
Judging by their laughter, I have a point.
Listen, no. What I'm trying to say is that
depth. Yes.
no, guys, listen. And the boredom you're referring to is different. The boredom you're referring to is different.
It's because I can't read.
Because listen, ultra. Like the boredom in my context is a not having a zeal for life. The boredom that I'm referring to is not you're not crazy enough for me. Nah.
But you see, the women
Because can I tell you?
interpret that
Because
as
there have
not
been girls
enough drama.
that have been too crazy for me, and I'll be like, whoa, this is
little
not,
too much, yeah,
which tells
buddy.
me that I'm not about that. It's too much admin for me.
Is
So
that
I'm
the
going.
only thing that tells you that you're not about that?
Okay, let me.
What do you mean?
I mean, is that the only indicator you have that you're not into crazy
There's
women?
lots,
The fact
man.
that you exited a crazy woman.
No.
Shouldn't it be like, no, I'm not into a crazy woman, full stop.
I'm not in.
I'm not
Crazy
into crazy
girls.
women.
Are you sure? Are you sure? It's too sad we can't
Absolutely
mention
sure.
names and times and events.
But maybe
and length of relationship.
But wait, maybe crazy girls are a footnote in the book of your relationship life, if that makes sense. Right. It's like every guy wants to sort of have an experience with a crazy person, but you don't want to like stay there. You know what I mean?
No, you're in a house.
You're not trying to build a home there. You know what I mean? So it's like one of those sort of. Okay, it was cool for summer, but hey, I gotta
It's a place
get
you drive through, not.
Whoa!
It's a place you drive through, not to, bro.
So what I'm hearing you fellas is you're not jumping over fences for these.
No, sir.
Dude, all I can say is this.
Let's talk again in like 5
All I can say is this. I've been in a situation where I asked someone to stay. Never again. Never
It's the
again.
most demoralizing,
When somebody,
dehumanizing,
somebody's heart,
emasculating.
somebody's
There's
heart,
someone who I wish that I said,
humiliating.
look, I should have tried.
somebody's heart leaves long before their body.
Exactly.
By the time they tell you, Ejo, I want to
They've
leave,
spent weeks, my
they've
man.
already cooked it up.
That's the
Dude,
problem with that.
As a
kind of
result, I think I'm probably like the easiest dude to break up with, bro. Like by the time you're like, I think that we should take a.
You're right.
You're right.
No, but think about it, Musa. Think about it, especially when it's a girl. See, with girls, it's like they think it through, you know. Yes, sometimes they are emotional.
Yeah, but they
and
don't do a
erratic.
very good job of thinking things through.
Yeah, but Musa.
That's the truth. The way they render things in their brain.
I think we can even get a girl who will probably say otherwise to what you're saying. There's girls that'll be like, but Musa, nah, bro. There's girls out here, bro, that just be acting bat crazy.
You know what's my suspicion? My suspicion, and maybe I'm wrong. I think there's a lot of girls who have other girls doing their thinking for them.
Of course.
No, that's
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
one of those girls is Beyonce. She has probably like a fat chunk of 50% of the population
That-
thinking.
She does. Beyonce tells girls how to act. She tells them when to break up
And
with their
then- and then
boyfriend,
she
even though
goes
she's
home.
still married.
You know what I mean?
She goes home to her husband. She goes
And
home
her
to her
kids,
kid.
she's got a happy
She
life.
goes home to her millions.
And then she talks about how she runs the world, the girls. And can I just get this out there? I'm sorry, guys. I know you said something.
Here it comes.
Y'all don't run the world.
Oh gosh.
You don't.
Musa's
You
views do
don't.
not represent those of the
You
lyrical
don't. We
disciples.
driving cars. Did a girl invent that? No. No. We got trains. We got trains. We got phones. We speaking over microphones. Name me one thing a girl invented that has made the world awesome. Just one thing. Just one thing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cookies?
I'm
Musa
just
Mahlangu.
saying. Let us do your thinking for you.
They bake.
Come on, back me up. Guys.
They bake.
Come on, back me up, guys.
I'm not gonna make
Come on, back me up.
He's trying.
Come on.
Well, currently I'm still in a relationship.
No,
So
but for real, like I think
I like cheese.
that the thought of other girls doing
most of the thinking.
most of the thinking for a particular girl can also work the other way around, where other guys are. But I guess that doesn't happen because we become very autonomous when we're because think about it. I'm a prime example of that, where my friends are like, "Clive, no," and then I'm like.
Yes.
Then I'm like,
But guys, think
Okay,
of us as
guys.
a group. The number of times as
We-
a group we
we-
said no.
think about how we do things individually, right?
Even with the group saying nah,
Yeah,
don't do it.
exactly. So you see, whereas with girls, it's always like a collective decision. A girl just doesn't date you. She asks everybody about you. She says, "What do you think? Can this work?" Blah blah blah. So then the reverse happens. So when she's about to break up with you, you know what happens? She has a little lechota, you know. They sit around a table or a campfire. They share stories about how you're a douchebag and all these
And her
things.
friends are advising
And her
from
friends
their
are-
own script.
And
of what happened
and
to
her
them.
single friends are telling her
We haven't
how
seen a man since
her-
2010.
it's her relationship. You know what I'm saying? So what happens then is so she makes the decision. That's the thing. A girl makes a decision. Listen, I'm breaking up with this guy. She tells you that, ne? You go to her. Yes, it may feel right because girls are emotional beings. For her, it'll feel right in the moment. But then when you jump back over the fence and go home, she's like, I don't want to be with this guy. That's my problem with that thought. The thought behind that. Like, she's already made the decision. For me to overturn it, I'm not overturning it permanently. And also, that set a precedent for the rest of your relationship.
Yeah.
The thing is, the last girl who dumped me, I really wished I said, no, look, girl, come on, stay.
You really wish you had said
And
that?
I didn't. I was proud. I was like, oh, okay, peace. But then the thing is, there's a part of me that was like, you could afford a little bit if you really wanted
And
to.
then what
And
happened?
then what?
Then you can say that you did all that.
How are you going to change her?
Exactly.
Because the thing is, she would, in order for that to work properly, you would have to ask her, why did you want to break up with me in the first place? And she must be completely honest and completely transparent so that you can
How
go
many
back.
of us are completely honest when we dump
Then it's
someone?
never
That's
gonna work.
exactly
That's what
what
we're saying.
he's
Yeah,
I once
saying.
dumped a girl because she had bad breath. Now, can I go to her and say, look, you got bad breath? It's
Yes.
over. No, I gotta be like,
Guys,
nah,
okay,
I'm in a tough spot in my life.
in that context,
You know,
dude,
I
I think she would have probably benefited.
She would have
from your
benefited
honesty.
from your honesty.
Nah, I'm not a monster.
Yes. She would have, because now the next guy or whatever, or maybe you guys could have carried on dating. She would have been like, why didn't you just tell me? I could have got some bubble gum, whatever. You know what I mean? Or she could have told you she's got a problem. What's it called again?
Cavity or something.
Nah.
Gastro something,
No, there's
bitch.
a word for it. Something. But maybe she's got that.
But
And
now,
then-
do
you know what I mean?
But now the thing is, what if she's dumping you for something equally insignificant? But she's even embarrassed. But
oh,
how insignificant this?
trust me. If she doesn't tell you, her friends will. Like the news will eventually come out. But for instance, if a girl dumps you for having smelly feet, that's your fault, bruh. If another guy slid in and took your woman because you
Just
are
on the
happy,
basis of you having
or
smelly
because
feet.
of hygiene, I don't feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
But if she came in and she said, "Look, sometimes I don't like your anger problem, or I don't like how possessive you are." Do you know
I
what
don't
mean?
like the fact that you
Those
try,
are
you don't try.
Those are different things because those are things that those are blind spots for
Right,
you.
but don't you feel we live in a culture where we'd rather throw someone over the shoulder than deal with those issues?
But I
We
feel
live
like
in a
in
society. Like, we live in a society
in
where
the
it's
context of
easier.
your relationship, it's possible for you to cultivate that culture of honesty.
It is
I think you know what it is.
from the gate. You guys.
I
have
think
to
I think that like
I don't know. I don't know if you want to be honest like that from the gate. Like that.
no,
You can cultivate.
the culture of that sort of honesty.
What does cultivate mean in pinch?
You taking me to school. For those of you at home, I've just been taken to school. Cultivate.
So, Gaby, you're saying you cultivate.
Yeah, cultivate that culture of honesty between you guys, so that there will come a time where you can be honest about that level of stuff. I remember saying I don't know if did I say it in a previous episode or not, but when we were at the 116 thing with Lecrae, right?
Yeah.
And then Triple E said, like the closer you get to me, the closer you're gonna see
My flaws.
my flaws.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think right now, us as, or let me not say us, because I don't subscribe to this mentality or school of thought, but society currently, right, is pushing a thing of arm's length away.
Yeah.
Like I'll date you
Yeah.
from an arm's length away.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
know? And why? At the crux, people just don't want to get close enough for you to see their flaws. Because
close
they're
enough to
afraid that
hurt
you're
them.
gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? I think we all need to be honest with ourselves, not necessarily and not subscribe to a fantasy mentality or how can I say this? Yeah, like a fantasy mentality. You know, you cannot get on someone's case or break up with somebody. I don't know, man. How can I even say this? For completing a normal human process, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do you like, you
But
know?
if you never
it's-
dumped someone and you thought to yourself, man, that was harsh on my part. Maybe with a little bit of work, I could have made this work, but I just wasn't prepared to do that work. It was just easy to say, Avidadeci, sharp, Albana. We've never been in that situation.
We're like
easier to
retrospect.
dump them than to fix the problem.
That's actually an interesting thought. But I do think that happens later on, though. That happens later on when you get into a relationship and you find someone that's fixing you. So, for instance, where you're like, yo, like, that was a bit of a mess, but this person is staying and she's helping me through this thing.
Right.
Then you clock and you go, wait a minute. That means that relationship down the road over there,
Right. I could have.
had I invested a little bit more, I
right.
could have helped that. But you see, the problem is then you have to constantly have a finish line mentality, which is very hard to have in our day and age.
Especially
In
with
our
the
day and age,
options.
in our day and age, we want to see a fully packaged relationship from the first day you start dating.
Yeah.
Okay, where's your guys' new profile picture? What movie do you guys go watch together? Which dinner? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fully packaged, done.
Off the go.
There you go. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything that you guys do has to be perfect. You guys, you know what I mean?
Without
So
toxic
that
relationships.
the process of elimination or the process of sifting out the bad stuff, you know what I mean? That stuff doesn't happen anymore because our lives are lived online. And because our lives are lived online, it means that our relationships are scored online. When they're scored online, it means that we get certain awards and we get certain L's online as well based on our relationships. And so we have to make a decision. We have to say, okay, listen, which is I've said it in the podcast before, which is like for me, the next person I date, the first month, bro, both of us have to go on a social media fast. A complete fast.
I can't help but agree with that.
I can testify to that.
right?
I can testify to that because I mean, dude. Also, and again, I've said this before, but dude, it's just not real.
It's not real.
No, it's not.
None of it is.
It
You know.
isn't.
So hence I'm saying, to my point, you are trying to score a real relationship. How can I say this? And I'll almost say this for every guy everywhere. Okay, we actually want to meet the one. We actually want to meet the right girl and settle down with her and have kids and this and that and that. You know what I'm saying? That's what every guy everywhere actually wants.
Sure.
All of the rest of the stuff that's happening, it's all for show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all for show. It's for the
Highlight reel.
it's for the discussions, limachita.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's for.
It's probably
You know, but even that, at the crux of it, it's because you're trying to fill a void inside you or make up for somewhere where you fall short.
All right. I don't know if you guys have discussed the new Beyonce album. I feel like
Not
that
even.
album is really inspiring a new rage, I think, amongst women. Even the reception of it. Have you heard that album?
I've got it.
Yeah, me too.
Great album.
Loops?
I ain't got time for Beyonce.
Hey man, Beyonce is like
For some
The
people,
high priest
for some
of the
people,
ladies.
I know.
You know
For
what
some
I'm
people, Beyonce represents a mindset, though.
Yeah, exactly.
a very common mindset. A very
I got
common
time for
mindset.
that.
A very common mindset.
I don't mind. Look, I don't mind how
Beyonce,
she's.
Nicki Minaj, Tamar, Braxton,
Rihanna.
It's almost as if there's an attack on men. Yeah, I said it. We the victims. It is. I mean, to think about it. I mean, she's got Jay-Z, right? And they got issues or whatever. But what's her response? It's this album. And now we sitting at home and we thinking, is this album for real? Or if it is for real, okay, if it's not for real, how does Jay-Z feel about the fact that all of us are taking it as something that's actually happening? And if it is for real, couldn't she have handled it like a marriage? You know, with counseling and a pastor, or, you know what I'm saying? So you got this album that seems to be fueling the I don't need the man type of deal, and I feel like it's a thing.
But
she's still married. But she's still married. She's got a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's like
my
then you got these girls that are like, I don't need a man, and it's like anti-man, and then we come into a relationship where we treat it like we're not needed, precisely because of the thought that's out there. That
my biggest gripe with that whole thing is simply this. And this is my opinion. It's my school of thought. Okay, I feel like I can almost say that there, judging on previous singles and things that she's put out, is probably all marketing.
Right.
Okay? It's probably all really good marketing. If it isn't, then she probably would have dealt it in a different manner than what she did putting out an album. Okay? There's a very high chance that she probably would have, like you say, dealt with it with the family or, you know, something like that. But if it's not, I don't think that it's fair for a creative to not be fully sincere about what they put out.
Okay, that's cool. But do you see the influence of it though?
I do.
There's a track there where she talks about how her dad taught her how to shoot niggas. You know?
That right there makes it even more worse.
But remember, you have to look at it through the lens of art.
Entertainment, right.
Of art and also of entertainment. Like when I hear certain rappers, man, Nicki Minaj talks about how she pops gats and stuff. I don't believe that. You know what I mean? Like, so
can she even hold a gun?
On the Slim Shady LP, like he tells crazy stories, like amazing storytelling.
Right.
But I don't think, like in my mind, in my rational human mind, I don't go, that really happened. I don't see a fat kid falling from a thingy into a pool with a, you know what I mean? I don't see it that way. So I think for her, some of it may be true. Because truth of the matter is it got released on Tidal, which is Jay-Z owns it. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like he doesn't know. It's not like he didn't go to a listening session before it came out. I do think there is a part of it that it was marketing, because obviously it's great to hear
but
about
it. Comes somewhere, cool,
you know, and there could be some, but I mean, this isn't, and some of the girls, if they listen to this, will tell you that it's not the first time she's done this. Ring the Alarm was one of those songs. There were other songs where she's spoken about this kind of thing, and it sparked some sort of like conversation, which I don't mind. One thing we do have to be aware of is the fact that them being pro-women doesn't necessarily mean they're anti-men. The same way being pro-black doesn't mean you're anti-white. Yeah. You know, so I do believe, like for instance, I saw a tweet the other day. I think feminism is a belief in the exoneration of women and also. It's a belief about getting women in places that they could never be in, giving them equal opportunities, which I strongly advocate for.
Right.
Okay. And Beyonce pushes a lot of that at her concerts.
Yeah. Right.
What that means is that we've got a very educated group of females in society that are making moves and doing things. I'm all for that, right?
Right.
However, when people directly apply things to their lives without real context,
right.
Because Beyonce is telling one part of the story.
Right.
She's not telling people how the relationship got mended and this and this and this.
You know what I'm saying? She's talking about the rage, right?
Exactly. So I don't, because again, the album, she addresses issues that ordinary Americans are sort of facing with police brutality and things like that. I applaud her for that. I applaud her for encouraging people to be proud of being black and things like that. I applaud that. And the songs about her relationship issues and stuff like that, I think the problem comes when people apply that directly.
Right.
Just like if I was listening to Lil Wayne and for the sake of a punchline, he used GAT or 9, whatever, and then I take that and go, I'm going to go buy a gun and shoot some dudes up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it wouldn't make sense for me to do that. Why does it make sense for certain members of the female populace to do the same with the Beyonce lyric?
But now that's also because of the misinterpretation of feminism and being a strong young woman in this day and age. for most people, they think that means being anti-men.
Yes. And look, here's the thing about it though. There's every time I get advice as a man about dealing with women, I usually get a help or rather a conversation is said that look, you don't need a woman, basically. That's what it says. Like for example, Ndogozo was talking about a homie who jumped over the fence, and we're saying we're not gonna do that, right? And it's actually giving advice that look, actually you don't need the woman. And then on the other side, by way of Beyonce and their little, caucuses that they hold, tea parties, whatever, they're also getting that message that you don't need men. And that worries me. I think the center of all these problems is that actually we do need women. And actually women do need men.
Of course.
And the further we stay away from that simple admission, that's where the problems are coming. Because I'm not willing to do what it takes to make the relationship work, which means to understand this creature that's emotional, that's not really.
I love how you say creature. I feel like it's a perfect.
No, I meant creature in the sweetest terms possible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So you have this thing where we are saying we don't need women, and they're saying they don't need us, but at the same time we're trying to have relationships with each other, but we're holding these thoughts in this. By the way, I don't need you. So my question is, my fear rather is that actually we do need each other.
Why is that a fear?
It's a fear because we're saying we don't.
I get that, but also I think this is, here's the truth. The truth is that we don't need, the sentence shouldn't be, I don't need a woman or I don't need a man. It should be, I don't need a woman to sustain my happiness. Do you understand?
Right.
Like how I feel about who I am and the person I've become and stuff like that should not be hinged on the opinion.
Oh no, that's okay. I don't have a problem.
But do you know what I'm saying? Which that mentality I don't mind.
Right.
And I want to get into a relationship where a girl she doesn't look at me as a barometer for who she is.
Or a source of happiness.
Or her prime source of happiness. I don't mind being a tributary in the river of happiness that she has in her life. Other tributaries could be her family, her religion, or whatever, her art, her work, whatever. I don't mind being a tributary. But if I'm the source, there's a problem. You understand? And so I don't mind.
Well, maybe the sole source.
Yeah, because then there's a problem. Because I'm not perfect.
Right.
We were never designed
to give that much of ourselves.
But at the same time, on the other end, I worry about the I don't need.
I
Women
don't
from
need,
the
and
men,
like for example, like it's,
men
I think
from the
that
men.
it's easy for us to say, because I mean, look, okay, my belief tells me that we were created to coexist with women, right?
Yeah.
So, but one thing I don't need is an irrational, over dramatic, over emotional person speaking into my life.
Not just that crowding my thinking.
I don't need that.
But what if that's the deal, though?
No.
That's the deal. That's the deal. Then I'm
I
fine.
say that
Then.
because I'm yet to meet a woman who is.
Not like
I'm
that.
not saying that they're not there, but I think women
yeah,
they really do prioritize their emotion. They really do, and sometimes they have emotions that are bad, that are negative, they're angry, and they don't really know why they're angry. That's what happens. We've seen it happen. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. We see that, but what if that's the deal? My question is, what if? What if women? I'm not saying they are. I'm saying what if women are never going to be as logical as we hope?
I'd much rather die alone then. It's fine. Now I don't mind being
So we don't
a
need
man.
them.
What's it called? Sometimes if you work in an environment, like for instance, if you work in media, in your contract, I'm sure there's something called danger pay or something. Like that little bit of leeway that says if you by accident hit a website that you're not supposed to hit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's covered by it. I think when it comes to relationships,
What occupational hazard?
like an occupational hazard. There are certain occupational hazards when you date a girl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't mind those. I really don't mind those. Like her, like for instance, I remember those. I wasn't dating this person, but I remember sitting at church the one day, and then she came and she sat down next to me, and we're in the service, and she's like, "Did you see how she looked at me?" And I was like,
Wait, what?
I was like,
It's funny because it's true.
I was like, who? She was like, that girl over there. My man, I looked, that the girl couldn't be the furthest thing away from me. She was in front of us even. She's like, but And then this is a girl's favorite thing. Yeah, but you won't understand. I know. Girls know how other people think. I was like, see, that over there, occupational hazard. I'm willing to be like, girl, you crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
Should she brick my car? That's not an occupational hazard, guy.
No, that's
You know
just
what I'm saying?
doing
Should
more
you
harm
ask
than
some-
good.
Should
bruh.
you ask something unreasonable, like completely unreasonable? That's not an occupational hazard. That is just you choosing to be unreasonable. I can't take that, man. I can't take that. I'm sorry. That's why I would draw my line.
Yeah, bro, because like at the end of the day, bruh, like for me, and I'm saying this with all sincerity and humbleness, at the end of the day, when everyone is gone, I matter more than anyone else on the planet to me.
Wow. Okay.
Because at the end of the day, in our religion, when you die, you have to answer to God. You don't answer with your mpinchi. You don't answer with your gal.
Right.
You answer by yourself,
Responsible for
dude.
you.
You know what I'm saying? So if this being with a woman just hurts me, bruh, like it hurts my brain. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like.
So are we saying if that's the case? I ask the question again. If that's what we have to live with, we're saying no.
No, brother. Me personally, Urusibui. Me. I die alone, bro.
I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, you know what? If women are like this, like, I mean, all the other benefits that women bring. I mean,
That's another thing.
But like,
Look, this podcast has been a little bit lopsided though. Women do bring a lot into our
Exactly.
lives.
Amazing
And we appreciate
shit.
and we appreciate everything that they do bring.
Is it a balance?
We're talking about a specific class right now. We're talking about a specific league.
That's growing in numbers.
A specific tier.
That is slowly growing in numbers because they are going without recusal. No one is telling them, hey, listen, that's actually a messed up way to think. You know what I mean? Yo, listen, that's a messed up thing to say. Like, no one is saying it. And so the question then comes back to us to say, it's our choice whether or not we're going to date someone like that.
Also, it's a particular league. Not all women are like
No,
that.
Not all women are like that.
No,
Oh,
some-
please.
some of
If
you
there's
guys
anything
are
you take
great.
from this, not all women are like
Oh,
what
we're
we're
addressing
talking
a
about.
segment
Yeah,
of the
we've been addressing a small part of the demographic here.
Small
not small.
being 35%.
A pass mark of you guys.
Yeah, a pass mark of you guys.
Rather irrational.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Add value. I know the girls have already switched it off by now.
So now I think maybe then we can touch on the Champions League final. Hala Madrid.
And I am out.
Hala Madrid. Cristiano Ronaldo.
It was an interesting game, man.
Man, stuff you, Antoine Griezmann, man. Like, why you miss a penalty, bruh? Simple. Wow.
Someone said, what? It was a tweet I saw that said, passion doesn't win you trophies, bro.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp and Diego Simeone are the most passionate, like, all over the place, shaking fourth official guys, but they don't win much. It's because they can't lead their teams over the line. And I think you need a coach that'll be willing to do everything to get you over the line, which means put Jackson Martinez in. You know what I mean? Take Torres off. Take the romanticism of having Spain's #1 striker who hasn't technically been #1 for quite a while. Take him off. Put Jackson Martinez on and see that guy do something for your team, bro. Diego Simeone wasn't willing to do that
He's been
yesterday.
had a shocker though as well.
No. He played a great game.
I don't think he had a shocker.
He played a good
I
game.
think
He did not have a
his
Away
team-
from that penalty, he played well.
Away from the penalty, he played quite well.
He had 2 or 3 really good chances. But
Shout out to Rashford, scoring on debut.
The
First
youngest
touch.
The
Yeah.
youngest
Yeah.
player in
Yeah.
English history
Yeah,
to score
yeah.
a debut. Marcus Rashford, still doing the job, guys. Eh? Yeah, man. They got Sturridge in there. They got all these other cars.
Hello,
in
Arsenal.
there. Oh,
You guys actually don't have any English strikers.
Bullshit.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, strikers, you saying?
Theo Walcott.
Is not
Isn't
a
he a
striker.
winger?
He's not even a player.
He's
Hit it from the horse's mouth, ladies and
He's not
gentlemen.
even a player.
Alright, let's add value. Clive.
Why am I going first? I got.
Hey, listen to Doja Cat. Yo, guys.
Who's that?
Ooh, man.
I got the juice, bro.
Yo,
Yeah, what I
that's
mean.
it. Guys, Doja Cat is
I
really
got
dope.
I got the
It's
juice.
this girl.
She's like a female singer slash. She's
Okay,
she's the new Lauryn Hill.
She's heat.
She's South African. Is it overseas? No, I'm sorry to hurt your heart. I'm hoping.
What
Now
kind?
they're playing 90%.
She's not South African.
Urkant. Utswako Urkant.
You want to hear her music. She's
it out.
dope though.
Check it
Oh,
out.
anyway, yeah, Doja Cat, guys, do it.
Real dope.
Real dope.
Okay,
She's
okay.
real.
I don't
What's
think
add
we.
value?
Yeah.
What's
I was
add
about to
value?
say we haven't really explained to our guest about what add value is. So basically, this is the segment of the show where you tell the listeners something that you either a product, a place, an experience, or something that just adds value. All right. So people will shout out different brands, restaurants, books, songs, and whatever.
Songs
and
to listen to.
Oh, that's easy, guys. There's the Rocker Mamas in Kempton Park. If you haven't been to Rocker Mamas, if you haven't been to Rocker Mamas,
Didn't I
it's in
shout
the
out
room
Rocker
here.
Mamas last
Oh
week?
man,
No, you
Rocker
didn't.
Mamas is the truth.com. They got burgers, but it's burgers.
Where
but
in
it's like
Kempton
real
Park?
burgers. In Glenmoray's, in that complex.
Oh,
And they got
like
really
Vegas.
nice milkshakes, Baba.
Oh,
Man, Rocker Mamas, if you haven't had a Rocker Mamas burger, let me tell you right now.
Can I tell you guys, we're never to have a milkshake ever in your life. Ever. Can I tell you, we're never to have a milkshake. You see, Ridgeway.
Like I got nothing but love.
Their
for
milkshake
that.
is
Shout out
as
to
bad
the
as
venue. Shout out to the
great,
venue.
great place.
Great venue to watch
shout
football.
out
Hey, I
to
thought this was add value, not take value.
It is. I'm adding value to
We're
people.
adding value.
If you go, they're going to be highly
You must
disappointed.
go, just don't have a milkshake.
Milkshake. Everything else is really good.
Yeah.
They're a Liverpool supporters club, which means there's like choice-wise they're a bit misled. But like it's a great place to go. Just never, ever, ever have a milkshake from
What's
Ridgeway.
wrong with their milkshake?
It tastes
It's like sandpaper.
it's ugly.
Guys, I just saw a tweet that says Alicia Keys has been to more UEFA Champions League finals than Arsenal.
Yo.
Hey, that was a
Yo.
hey, that was uncalled for.
Oh, I love Twitter, man. Yeah.
That's not okay.
Oh, that was cold.
That's not okay.
I seen a lot of tweets about Arsenal during
I mean, I'm an Arsenal supporter, but Ndozo is more of an Arsenal.
Yeah.
How do you feel about? I mean, not felt.
Bro, who sent you that tweet, bro?
Can I tell you who retweeted it?
Who?
Harold retweeted it.
May the fleas of 1,000 infest your groin areas and your arms. Too short to scratch.
Oh, man. Yeah. So hey,
Yeah.
so I still don't know how to pronounce her name, but she listened to the podcast last week. She said that she loves it. So please go. Just another African. Her blog is dope. Her blog is great. She hasn't written in a while, but it's really really cool. I'm trying to find another blog that I follow that I can share with everybody, but I don't seem to find it. So
Okay, while you're busy,
Sure.
there is a place in Greenstone called Green Valley. They got this really, really dope coffee spot that everyone should definitely check out, man. It's called Cafe Plus. Hey, man. Hey. like
what's in there?
no, man. Like they coffee. They specialize in really, really, really like dope coffees. Like you get coffee flavors. You know, you get like the vanilla flavor. You get caramel flavor. Caramel flavored coffee. Hazelnut flavored coffee. You know, like it's dope. And coffee flavored coffee.
Mind you.
Oh, then
And-
I'll go for that.
And you actually like they sell like really
Is it
dope
not
cakes
to bring a- let
and
me see,
but an amazing place for a date. And if you don't feel it, like there's like you literally like take 3 steps to
Oh yeah, speaking of which, Mall of Africa. Any of you
to
been there?
smooch.
Oh, everyone's been there?
So many times.
Oh yeah. And I've been in Midrand a lot.
Yeah, shout out to Mall of Africa for retweeting us.
I'm tired of shouting you guys out, man.
Yeah.
We shout you guys out every
alright,
week.
well, I'll go now. Guys, you guys really need to check out Jack Ma. Okay, Chinese billionaire. He's really taking his speaking and stuff to the next level. He's got a book out, and just like check out his stuff, man. Especially for you guys who are into entrepreneurship, and I spoke last week about trusting your journey. Definitely he's that guy. Average dude, and now he's a billionaire. Runs one of the biggest sort of courier services in the world. So check out Jack Ma.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I probably have already, but Chance the Rapper's new mixtape is
It's
so
dope. Oh man.
Oh man, you guys need to get Coloring Book. It's on Spotify,
It is
iTunes.
really,
It's everywhere
really,
now.
really cool.
I think it's dope that it's free. You know,
My favorite track there has to be the one with J Electronica.
Dude, how great.
Ooh. J
man,
Electronica,
that is-
that's when I was like, okay, this
Oh,
guy's
man,
actually a
He's
rapper.
got
Yes,
a
man.
bar to contribute.
Yeah, so you know, half the time, whenever I hear J Electronica verses, I never really know what he's talking about. Even Chance the Rapper says it in an interview. He's like, yeah, he talks about fallen angels and all that. He's like, even I don't know what he's talking about. But Chance the Rapper did say this. He's like, the line about him driving a Harley to the White House.
Yeah.
He's like, Chance the Rapper was saying that J Electronica actually did that.
Right.
Like, so,
Right.
crazy
Electronica's
verse.
got a cult following. Let me tell
He's
you,
got a
first
cult
time I
following,
heard
but
him-
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
There have been mumblings, bro, because people are angry now because they're going, all he ever does is jump on songs and then
Yeah, but
and
then that's his,
disappear.
you know what labels do. That's what labels do. He's signed on to Rockefeller and he's been pushed back a little bit too much.
Yeah, but
People
people
have
have
basically
And
People have
Eric
been
Kappa
waiting
I mean,
for-
look at
Doom.
Lil Wayne suing Baby for,
He is,
for
he
it's
is.
that kind of setup where
Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah,
J
yeah.
Electronica is. I think that he's a bit. The cult following is sustaining him to the point where
Also
he's like,
performances.
if he releases an album
Look
and
too
it's
late.
not up to standard, because think about it, the people that J Electronica would essentially be competing with if he released something is people like Talib Kweli, Lupe Fiasco,
definitely J. Cole.
Common,
Future level.
J Cole,
Yeah.
people who have released a lot of dope projects. So his has to be like better than all of that. And it's
Well,
very
it's
hard
not.
for
I'll
him.
tell you.
He
now,
might
as
not
a
be able
person,
to put out
as a
something
person
like-
who's consumed quite a lot of J Electronica.
Sure.
And by the way, the best feature you'll ever hear Jay Z on is Silver Shiny Suit Theory.
Oh yeah.
That's Jay Z with
Jay.
J Electronica.
Sure.
Some of the maddest rhymes from both rappers. But what I want to say is that his album is not going to contribute to like mainstream.
Yeah, it won't.
It's
Like-
gonna be if you like the old stuff, if you liked Genesis, if you liked Nas, if you liked that,
Yeah.
if you liked who's Nas's who does Nas look up to again? Nas's mentor, not
Rakim.
mentor Rakim. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you like Prince Rakim, you like that kind of flow. It's more about the story, the narrative, these big ideas.
Sure.
If you're looking for something like that, you'd like it. But a better alternative would be Joey Bad. Can I say the word?
Joey Bad A
Double-
dollar signs.
Eight double. Yeah.
Yeah, A double.
He would be an alternative.
Sure, he's nice.
But it's something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, so
good mixtape. Good mixtape.
yeah, really dope,
Yeah.
Chance the
Yeah.
Rapper's album is called Coloring Book. Like I said, it's free. That's
Oh, man.
crazy. It's free.
Don't get me started on that album.
It's
though.
free. It's really great.
Oh.
And then my friend's blog, her name is Ali. She's in Vietnam right now. www.adventurelib as in adventure, then ALIBEE.wordpress.com. Clive said what? .wordpress.com is also a great blog. You guys should check that
It
out.
actually is. It actually is.
So check it. Thanks.
One more value, if you don't mind me adding. Josh Carmen, the personal MBA. This book has changed my life, guys. And listen to your Uncle Musa. Start your own business.
Sure.
Start your own business. And the place to go to find a nice starting place on how to do what. The personal MBA. That's by Josh Kaufman. It's available on Amazon.
Away.
Voila.
Wait, handles?
Handles.
I'm still Ray on Twitter.
At
Ray on
Musa
Keys,
Fied,
Ray on-
Musa Fied on Twitter. I say crazy things there as
Oh,
well.
I wasn't done,
and-
bro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wasn't
The
done.
way this
I'm
works
sorry.
is
You're the
I'm sorry.
guest.
I'm
You're the
sorry.
guest.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Please reinvite me. I had fun.
Thank you, bro. Okay, I'm still Ray on Twitter. Ray on Keys on Instagram.
Yeah. Yo, LIIVN on Twitter, Arcade LIIVN on Instagram, LIIVN on Facebook, and Clavniaks on Snapchat. Clav said what.wordpress.com. Go ahead, bro.
Is it my turn?
Clive has
Yeah.
like 8 handles.
Oh yeah. So
Hey man, I'm out here working, man.
get him. He interrupted me.
Sorry,
Get him,
please go
get
ahead,
him.
go ahead.
At Musa Fied on Twitter, please follow a homie. And I'm trying to check out how I get people to follow me on Snapchat, guys. I'm trying to.
Okay,
get
wait.
into
Oh,
that.
wait your turn.
Musachini. That's MUSACHINI on Snapchat, and I'm also on the gram with Machiavelli. That's MEQAVE.
Three completely
Aye.
different handles.
It's because I'm trying to do different things with each one.
That's funny, that's funny. Moose, I mean,
That was so lame. So Luki_Lukes on
sure.
Twitter, Luki_LD on Instagram, and also it's Lukes_LD and Luki Lukes7 on Snapchat.
Hey.
Okay, it's
Austin.
Arctic Solid with an E on Instagram. Then it's I am Freeze without the E on Twitter. And then on Snapchat, it's Uhuru S. So it's UHURUS. Am I forgetting something?
No, you don't blog.
Twitter.
Don't invite people to Facebook. That's lame.
Yeah, I know, man. You're fine.
Oh, by the way, why am I not plugging in? If you go to any of my handles, you'll find a link to my website where I give away free motivational blogs and podcasts, and my free book is also there. And yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Guys, we had Musa on the show. Can we give Musa a big round of applause? Top five. Guys, we need to do a jingle.
Had fun. We don't do the same drugs no more.
Podcast.